Hello, this is Hassan and Naila.
Hey.
And we counsel you to have genuine relationships with yourself so you can master the other relationships that matter to you the most. You know how many times people are told, what's wrong with you? Why are you still single? As if there's something wrong with it, like you stink.
Like you just got a real major problem on your hands.
Right, and everyone
is not built to be married at particular times, at this particular time, or at that particular time.
Or sometimes people just don't want to be married at all. And it is okay to be single. As a matter of fact, everyone is not going to get married. And what's that saying? There's someone for everyone. And there could be. But it doesn't mean that you're going to run into one. And if you do, it doesn't mean that you want them.
Right, exactly.
Because I believe, even though we're married, you my him, you my the him. I can't sit here and say that I didn't meet good candidates before you. I did.
Right.
I just didn't. I ain't want them.
And vice versa. To be honest with you, and vice versa. There were other sisters in line.
Oh, they were?
I mean, yeah. Look at me. Sure, they both have been in line.
Whatever, dude. But if you opt not to marry right now, you are good. And you're going to meet people who are going to condemn you to hell.
Make you look like you are the plague.
Especially if you have a spiritual circle. You know, I don't care if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, marriage will very likely be something that's pushed onto you.
Right.
You know,
I mean, it's at the top of the list.
You need to be married.
Right. Marriage is half your religion, half your way of life.
You need some spiritual leadership in your life. You need to get you a good husband.
You need to be yoked.
Evenly yoked. And all of these are things that you'll hear. And on the other side, you're going to hear people who will also encourage you to be single to your demise. I've heard people who are encouraged, girl, don't wait for a husband to have kids.
What's that? YOLO. You only live once? Yeah,
go ahead. If you want to be a mother, go ahead and do it now. And I'm not going to lie now. That's surely something that, we don't necessarily recommend.
Exactly.
But we've got 4 tips for you for being cool with being single. So when you hear that question, why aren't you married? And it's presented to you in that condescending way, with that condescending tone.
You stank look.
What you can say is, you're right. I could be married, but I'm looking for someone with a similar commitment to marriage and not marriage only.
Because in that, what you'll find is that you'll see people who will fall into that trap, and then 2 weeks later, not like the person, a month later, looking to get a divorce. And so they have this whole cycle now of married, divorce, married, divorce, married, divorce, because really they were not ready, or they didn't find a person who had that commitment level.
Or maybe they don't have that commitment.
Exactly.
Maybe they lack the commitment level. Number 2, focus on preparing yourself for marriage. If you know that that's something you're going to want down the line. Many people we've heard, we say they're single people. They just living their lives. They're doing their thing. They're not thinking about getting married. If I meet someone, cool. But meeting someone doesn't mean that they're going to be invested in marrying someone. And that hit or miss game, y'all, it ain't going to work. It's not going to get you to marriage. And so move into the unmarried phase. Now, what is that? A couple of things you can do. Get your coins right.
Right. Get your mind right. Make room in your life for somebody else.
Work out that stuff with your children's mother or your children.
If you have them.
Your children's father. Work that out. Don't bring that out where someone has to deal with some extra stuff that you haven't put some closure
on. Right.
Before y'all get into this union.
You haven't made a good relationship on that end. and then you're gonna bring all that chaos into your relationship.
And so what people think though is that if I tell you about it, if I tell you my ex is crazy, we good. So we can go ahead and we can get married, and you know my ex is crazy.
Right.
But I don't really know what your ex is crazy.
What it looks like, okay?
And then we get into this, and I don't really want to deal. I don't really want to deal with this. The last thing is that this is what people do. They'll start dating folks, or they'll engage with people, and they'll have conversations with people that they know they don't really want. And they'll do it, well, I'm lonely. Well, you know what, y'all? I'm going to tell you, being single will have, that's what it's called.
It has its moments. It's
single.
Right. Alone. Okay? Alone.
And so this will keep you. It will also keep you single because you just going from this person, and I'm talking to this person, and I'm talking to this person. And then you complain about, oh, people playing games. Oh, no, that's you. All right. Number 3. If you know that you are in love with you, like you are at the kiss yourself phase, and that your key commitment
is to you,
and whatever you got going on in your life, and you don't have a commitment mindset, cool, that's okay. But if you know that that's who you are, remain single.
Don't bring anybody into that foolishness there. Really, don't bring anybody into that, because one thing that you're going to do is mess somebody else up, because they may have the mindset of wanting to be committed to you, and you're not willing or able or have the mindset of committing to anybody or no one but yourself.
You're going to look selfish. And then the other person is going to feel isolated and alone.
Right. Abused, mistreated, oppressed, and everything else. And then you say, well, and then they use this excuse here. Well, you knew it. Well, I told you all this before we even got started.
I told you who I was.
Right.
That's no excuse, because who you are as a single person really is not how you should conduct yourself in a marriage.
Or in a relationship, period.
It's like this. When you're unemployed, for whatever reason, do you act the same way when you get a job? When someone hires you, do you still act unemployed? No, you don't.
Right.
You get up. You go to work.
Right.
You feel your responsibilities.
Right.
Because if you still act like you won't have a job, you're going to get fired.
And you tighten up your belt a little bit, because you ain't trying to spend as much money as you had been spending when you had a job. And so you have a whole different lifestyle when you're single and unmarried, or whatever the case may be. Okay,
we got one more for you. All right, so many people, when you're single, folks do things that they want to do. They have less accountability. Like you can flow however it is that you want to flow. So you may travel, and you may have some work interests, and you're with your friends, and you've got your hobbies. But if you do those things, you also increase the likelihood of meeting someone who likes to do the same thing that you do. So this is a benefit of also being single and taking your time, is that you can, it makes it, it increases the chances of finding someone who has a greater compatibility with you.
That's interesting now.
How so?
Because I didn't look at it like that. It's like, because one of the things I looked at is, if I'm doing my thing, and you doing your thing, and we just hook up, we just doing our thing.
But if you doing your thing and I'm doing my thing, and we like to do the same thing, and then we begin to see how, we could probably do this together. We could build something. I mean, that's how you could possibly meet someone to marry. So,
but then that means that person at that point has to get ready to make the transition.
Well, yeah, because now if you keep doing that and you never initiate or move into the marriage investment, you just continue to live single.
Exactly.
And running into like-minded people, and you end up being the fun person.
Right, and that's the point that I was looking at, and that's why I said what you were saying was kind of interesting, because at some point you're just a fun person. He's just cool to hang out with.
That's it.
You know, he's cool to go out to get some dinner with, but
I like his conversation. I can talk to her about anything. But leave him alone. So it is okay to be single if you use this time for some very serious movement and some transition. Let us know what you think in the comments. As always, you can find us at www.hassanandnaila.com or www.thatclaycouple.com, because that way you don't have to worry about trying to spell Hassan
or Naila.
But either way, you can still get to us. Share this with someone,
please,
and we'll see you later. All right. Y'all take care.